This is your weekly reminder that houseless people and addicts are people too and deserve love and compassion. So, this is going to be a longer video, and this is going to be a video that is hard for me to make because I feel like I'm not trying to be negative and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I feel like even bringing this up makes me feel like an asshole. But I feel that it's important to talk about. There are a lot of people in the recovery community that are great people, that they genuinely want to help people, and that they genuinely care about you and me. They care about the person one day into recovery, and they care about the person that is 13 and a half years into recovery. Um, so that's great. And I'm happy that there are people like that in our community and in our world. That being said, there are also people in our community that are bad actors, that claim to want to help people, but in reality are just in it for whatever reason that is less than moral. I truly believe that that's probably a very small part of our population, because most people that I've met in our community are genuinely good people. That being said, I have met some people that claim to be doing it for the good, but in reality are not. That are taking advantage of people, that are doing it for their own self fulfillment, financial self fulfillment, um, or taking advantage of people that are fragile because they know they can. And the thing is that with some of us, it's easier than others for us to be taken advantage of. We spent so many years in addiction making bad choices and befriending bad people that it makes you second guess if you have the ability to make the right choices sometimes. You know, so it's easier for us to be like, well, this person has been around for a cool minute, so I'm going to trust them that they know what they're doing. And we ignore some red flags at times because we think, well, I don't know if I can trust myself. And I get it. Like I said, I get it because I made those choices. I made a lot of bad choices and I hung around with a lot of bad people. And once I started getting sober, I started to figure out who was someone that actually cared about me and who was just there because I was access to drugs or rides to parties or a place to crash or whatever. You know? It took some time. And even when I was getting sober, there were some people that claimed that they were looking out for me and trying to help me. And much later, I found out that they weren't. They didn't have good intentions. And there's even some people, like the first couple times that I tried to get sober, they claimed to have good intentions. And very easily, they were able to talk me into relapsing. And that's on me. That's on me. I'm not blaming them. But what I'm trying to say is that even though it feels like our internal guide is not in the best shape, if we see red flags, we should be willing to sit there and talk about it with ourselves and internalize and have these conversations and even seek help and guidance from other people. If somebody is giving us a red flag, we should talk to other people and be like, hey, I was talking to so and so and they said blah 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 blah. Or you don't even have to say names. You can say, I was talking to somebody and they said this thing, and to see if if the other person goes, that's weird. Why would they say that? You know? So my thing is, like, my whole point of this video is that be cautious in recovery. It's not easy, and while there is a lot of good people, there are bad people still, and we should be cautious of that. And I guess seek outside guidance if somebody ever gives us a red flag.